Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2024 as we continue our road to glory run with FARSLEY Celtic in the Premier League. We are about to start our final season here, 20th season. I decided to cut it off at season number 20. We'll see how good we can do this year. But let's get right into the end of season review and the transfer special. Here we go. We obviously got three trophies this year. We got the Premier Division, of course. We got the Champions League, and then we did get the Super Cup, so good stuff there. New arrivals, we brought in Tuckmack, 20-year-old wonder kid from Trabzonspor, 7.53 average rating when it was all said and done. 14 goals for him, 9 assists. Kind of a steal, quite frankly. This is mainly due to the club paying so little. Okay, yeah. And then we got Vatsendal here. Didn't really play that much, but we'll see what he can turn into. I guess he got 16 appearances, 10 subs. No, he paid more than I thought he did. We'll see what he can become as time goes on. Hopefully he can do pretty well for us. Then outs, we've got Olsen going out, Pochett. I don't know if there's any that were just really atrociously bad. They're actually okay with the Acosta 15.5 mil. I'm happy to see that. Matip 41 mil. And these other guys don't really matter. And then loan outs, we just had Garcia going out. So again, we won the Premier Division, of course. 30,748, so 100% attendance at home all the time. Top goal scorer was Marin, of course, for the entire season. I'm not too surprised about that. We absolutely blew away. I mean, goal differential, we were just absolutely destroying people, but also points as well. So we looked really, really strong there. Champions League, of course, we won that in penalties at the end. Dante Smith, he actually got the golden boot for the Champions League, so that was pretty cool. 11 goals for him. And, of course, there is our run. A couple early losses, but then we, of course, won out after the end. Super Cup, we did win that against Valencia. Marin and Dean picking up goals each. FA Cup, we did get knocked out by Fulham. Kind of a silly game, but it is what it is. And then we got knocked out by Chelsea here, a little bit more realistic. And then finally the English Community Shield, which we don't really care about. We lost to Chelsea as well. Finances. Actually, did I go skip awards and stuff? That's coming up, okay. Biggest win was against Shakhtar. Beat them 9-0 with 5 goals from Smith in that game. That's why he got golden boot right there, that game alone. Match to remember against Crystal Palace 3-2, and then goal of the season came from Suleiman in this game against Norwich here. So let's go see if we can check that out real quick. Good goal. That was a good goal. We'll go ahead and watch the other two. Might as well. It was a nice goal, too. All right. Kudos to them for getting a goal back there, but we obviously did really well in that game, so not too concerned about that. Oh, I didn't mean to watch them. Sorry. I meant to go home. Or I can just go back, right? There we go. So good stuff there. Finances. Still worldwide 5-star reputation. No surprise there. No new sponsorships. No new notable deals. According to this, we did drop a little bit, but I mean, it's like $1 million here, $1 million there. Not really much at all. We're virtually identical. Shirt sales, though, Marin was number 1. Lacombe, Smith, Baba, and Kalman picking up the last 4. Here's how we lined up. Of course, Marin in front, Smith and Tuckmack on the outsides, Lacombe in the middle. That's pretty good. I mean, the fact that our wingers did so well this year, I mean, they really carried us a lot of the time. Dean was one of our weakest player in our starting 11 here, and still 6.96, not bad. Crawley beside him, O'Brien, Ivazian, Saf, and Hollick across the back, and Vadegla. Not too bad. Accolades, I mean, we got Premier Division Manager of the Month, August, November, March, April. Got the Manager of the Year, Manager of the Month in May. Lots of awards there. Fans Player of the Season was Marin, 7.2 average rating. Young Player of the Season was Kalman, 7.1. Signing of the Season was Tuckmack on a 7.6, of course. Goal of the Season, we just saw that. Top goal scorer, 26 goals from Marin. Top assist was Smith with 14. He also had a lot of goals as well. Most Player of the Match awards, Marin with 10. Highest average rating was Smith with 7.3. Why does that? Maybe it has to be in a certain number of games, because it looks to me like Tuckmack would have had the highest average rating. And then finally, most passing completed was Ivazian. Most goals by a player in a match by Smith. Most player of the match awards of the season by Marin. Most league appearances by a player, 241 by Safin. That's insane. And then he's only 26 years old too. He's still got several more years to go. And then most league goals by a player, Marin at 74. History in the making. Obviously, we did amazing. Very happy with that. I've already passed my 1,000 games managed, which is awesome. We'll get a little bit higher than that, obviously, going into this next season, this final season here. And there we go. Takes Man City. Okay, looks good. We already looked at the season review. 2030, where are they now? I mean, it's kind of interesting, but I'm not super concerned about that. Supporters, we did gain 15 million supporters. Okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. Club vision expectation. We'll just accept whatever it is. I don't really care. Dynamics. I mean, Saf and Holik Marin are our team leaders, and then everybody else kind of in there. Madueke and Baba, both influential players. Our big thing is going to be, can we hold on to all of our guys this year? Because I know there's a couple guys that want to move on to bigger teams, but I'm really hoping that the fact that we're back-to-back Champions League winners, things like that, will make them want to stick around. Challenge for the Champions League, win the Premier League. Okay. We're going to do it again. Yeah, 100%. Thank you. That's it for now. We'll just take the win on a good team meeting. New season team report. Not really much to speak of here. Number of young prospects. That's good. Hard issues. Season injury report. Yep, that looks good. Round loans. Did we not get any team of the year? Or all-time best, I mean, is what I meant to say. I don't think we got any nominees for that. All right, well, that's that. As far as team, though, I mean, if we look at average rating, Jewel was, quote-unquote, our worst. You know, Vatnsdal was in there, but actually, let me pull up my chart here. I haven't looked at it in a little while. Who I had each place, I actually kind of forget. FM24. So we had Vatnsdal as backing up Lacombe. That's right. Obviously, Talk Mac taking over for Calman on the right. Marin for, okay, yeah. I'm starting to remember some of this now. I mean, we had a good team. Honestly, we really did. Jamistos didn't play like amazing, but 6.92, can't go wrong with that. If our lowest is a 6.87, we're fine. Like, we're totally fine. And these guys are still extremely young. A lot to go for. A couple of guys are going to be trained at club, trained at nation. I mean, we're not going to see these, some of these, but, you know, they're going to come up soon. Like Penalt's going to be trained at club. Baba's about to be trained at nation. Martinez going to be trained at club this year. So good stuff there. I don't know I don't even know if we bring anybody else in. Do we have anybody coming in? We do have a few youngsters coming in. We'll take a look at what they are and kind of see if they fit anywhere. But overall, I don't think we need anybody. Like, we're going to be fine. This might be a very quick and easy transfer special for us. Just keep the guys we had and just roll right into the next season. Let's just do the same thing. So I'll bring you guys back once we get closer to the beginning of the season, and we'll take a look at see if I have brought anybody back. Take a look at what the team's going to look like and things like that. So we'll bring you back at that point in time. All right, we are back getting ready for our first Premier Division game. I went ahead and did the Community Shield because I don't think I really care what happened in that game. Interestingly enough, we are playing the same team back to back. As you can see, we did pretty good in friendlies. Not that it matters that much. We did lose against PSG, but not too worried. We usually do a lot of rotation through our friendlies and stuff like that. Get lots of people as a game time. We did beat Man City in the Community Shield 3-1. Lacombe picks up a goal. Marin picks up a goal. And Smith picks up a goal. But we did do a couple transfers. We did a transfer. One big one. So we'll take a look at that real quick. We do have a few guys who went out on loan. Garcia was a guy, that we had out on loan last year, and there was like a tacked on sale price for him. Liverpool went ahead and came through on that and paid us 22.5 mil for him, which, profit, we'll take it. So, and then everybody else is a loan that went out, and so we're not really too worried about those. We did bring in this guy Manzini on a free. Could be something. We sent him back out on loan for now, but who knows what he could turn into. I mean, it obviously didn't cost us anything. The big one is we brought in Henrique. And I can't remember if you guys have seen Henrique before. We've seen him pop up through the through our Wonder Kid kind of search, quite a few times. I think last year or the year before we couldn't get him because we had just brought too many people in already. But this time we were able to grab him. And there's a reason why I grabbed him. For one, he looks pretty solid, right? He looks like a really good player. Good vision, great decisions, great composure, technique, passing, first touch, all great. Agility is amazing. Like, he looks like he's going to be pretty good. We're going to be playing, obviously, here and here as a inside forward up here. Probably on attack, I believe. So, you know, acceleration's a little bit low, balance a little bit low, but, you know, he's only 20 years old. He's going to get better. His finishing is not great. So we really are counting on him to be a facilitator, not a scorer, which is kind of what Tokmak was doing. Tokmak was more of a scorer. But the big reason why I brought this guy in as an attacking midfielder on the right-hand side is because we have been getting massive pressure from Barcelona specifically to buy Marin. And they wanted to buy Marin for like 217 million pounds, which is a lot. I said no quite a few times. Then I went ahead and grabbed Henrique, brought him in. That way we could move Tokmak up front if we do end up selling Marin. Now, Barcelona has now since, even after they tried like 4 or 5 times after I brought Henrique in, they have not tried again, unfortunately. So I say unfortunately. I mean, it's fine if we end up keeping Marin. Obviously, he's amazing. But we do have an overload of strikers at this point, if that is in fact the case. So we're kind of trying to figure out how things are going to be. Currently, Tokmak is actually injured, so it's not really going to matter. But the idea would be that Tokmak comes back in here as our main striker. He's got great finishing, great physicals, all sorts of stuff. He's basically just a Marin replacement. I mean, Marin's a little bit better on the dribbling and first touch, maybe, I think, overall. Slightly better on the finishing, but honestly, it's just because Tokmak is 20 and Marin is 25. So give Tokmak 5 more years, he's going to be better than Marin because he's already almost as good as him currently. So anyway, if we get some more offers back from Marin at a really high price, we might just sell him. If not, we'll just figure it out. We'll figure out how to play with all these guys. But I'm happy with having Henrique over here on the right-hand side. The only other changes, maybe, we got a new guy, Tomasevich, comes in here. We're going to put him in as a backup ahead of Vatnsdal. Vatnsdal was fine last year. I believe he 6.99. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. But Tomasevich looks like he could be microscopically better. Maybe we'll find out. I just kind of want to give him a chance. See what he can do up here. But other than that, I don't think there was any other major changes. Defensive midfield, I think I'm going to start Gemistos and Grawley. Dean feels like he's starting to slip off a little bit. So we're going to start these two guys, see what they do. Dean and Kobayashi will still get plenty of game time. But we're going to kind of play that. And then the only other one would be goalkeeper. We're going to start Hagelskar, I think. See what kind of potential he has. Partly because Videgel is injured right now, but I think Hagelskar, I think it's time to give him the start and see what he can do for the season, and how Videgel will just play in our second team squad when we play that squad. So that's kind of it. Not a lot of changes, as you can see, but the big one, obviously, Henrique, and then we'll see what happens with Marin as things go by. Other than that, I think we're good. Let's go take a look at what our season preview is looking like. I mean, we're 2-1 to win the entire league. Not a huge surprise there. Marin is our number 1 player, but Henrique is in this list so as well. So it's good that we brought him in. It's possible if we get rid of Marin, Tokmak will jump up here. Who knows? Though he's not currently showing as a, the second best or anything like that. We do have Smith in here as well, but we only got 3 players in this list. So, I mean, the fact that we got these odds and only have 3 players in the Dream 11, kind of interesting. We'll see how it goes, though. But other than that, I mean, finances are still great. We still got 60 million transfer budget if I really wanted to go get somebody else. But not really concerned about that. Plenty of money. Things are looking great. So that's kind of it. Kind of a quick one because we're really just not doing much right now. This is our last season. We're about to kick it off, obviously, in the next episode against Man City. And we'll probably just play the Tottenham Super Cup game as the second game next time. And then we're going to do what we did last year. We're going to probably skip a couple months just to make sure we can kind of breeze through this season relatively quickly and see how we end up at the end. But that's how it is. Quick episode. One big impactful change. We'll see how it goes. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.